This is All India Radio. Colors of Life. All India Radio, in collaboration with Vigyan Prasar, is starting the new science serial on biodiversity. Let us first listen to Dr. Anuj Sinha, Director Vigyan Prasar, and the brain behind the science serial.
So dear listeners, I welcome you to this new radio serial of Vigyan Prasar being broadcast from 134 radio stations of Akashvani in 19 languages. Biodiversity is an issue that has become even more significant with every passing year. The process of development is such that it is increasing pressure on natural resources, which is impacting on the biodiversity. The issues are complex. The factors are very, very difficult to understand. We do not seem to have a national wealth indicator. What is the genuine saving that we do on biodiversity when we take the right actions? Do we have the capacity to develop an environmental impact of any development that takes place? These are issues that are very, very significant because our country has 4% of the global biocapacity, while we have 6% of the global ecological footprint. So, dear listeners, you will understand that biodiversity issues are very, very significant as we move ahead in the process of rapid development. I heartily welcome you to this new radio serial developed by Vigyan Prasar and being broadcast by Akashvani.
And now, let's listen the first episode of the science serial Colors of Life, entitled Biodiversity, Unique Gift of Nature.
Vasudha, it's so peaceful in the park. The mind gets refreshed looking at the greenery all around.
Right.
You know, Akash, that is the reason why this Sunday I plan to visit this biodiversity park.
So nice of you.
Mummy, I would say we should visit this park every day.
Oh, hold on, Manav, please. If we come so far every day, when will we complete our homework?
Didi.
We will be spending almost 2 to 3 hours coming this far. For taking a walk every day, our neighborhood park is better, huh?
Okay. Didi,
Yeah?
isn't the name of this park unique? Biodiversity Park. I have heard such a name for the first time.
You know, Manav, this park was named Biodiversity Park so that the general public could get an understanding about biodiversity.
Oh,
Well, I know that by biodiversity, we mean the diversity of life.
Very good, Srishti. huh?
Thank you all.
Not bad. Okay, biodiversity is nothing but the various forms of life found on the earth.
okay. So, all the living beings around us constitute biodiversity?
Right, Manav. Actually, biodiversity refers to all the various forms of life found on the earth.
Right.
Okay, children, do you know that life on earth manifests in innumerable forms?
Yes.
Huge animals like the elephant, bear, camel, or whale, And microorganisms which are not visible to the naked eye, they all represent life on this earth.
And children, it is only because of biodiversity that the Earth is considered an unusual planet.
Very right.
It is the only known planet where life exists.
Yes.
Well, Srishti and Manav, life on earth evolved over
Millions of years.
Yes, you're right. It was a long drawn process, and the process continues even today.
Yeah.
Because of which some life forms become extinct while some new forms are evolved.
Right.
Okay, I'll put it this way. Life forms that are able to adapt themselves to the surrounding environment, they survive. While those that can't, well, they simply perish.
So, our Earth is the only planet where many essential factors responsible for life are present, giving rise to many different living forms.
Yes, Srishti. That is why our Earth has a rich biodiversity.
Right.
Biodiversity aptly describes diversity on Earth. Bio means life and diversity refers to the various forms of life.
Okay, I'll also now acquaint you with another fact. Actually, it was Walter G. Rosen who used the term biodiversity for the first time in the year 1985.
And gradually this term became popular.
Yes.
Okay, Papa, now I understand biodiversity. But how many forms of animals and plants are there on the earth?
Even now, there is a huge part of biodiversity about which we still do not have any information, Madhav.
Really?
Actually, scientists have been able to only vaguely estimate the extent of biodiversity on the Earth.
But Papa, why can't we calculate the exact number of varieties of living forms?
Srishti, our Earth is full of diversity. Here, every day, new species are getting evolved, while some are getting extinct.
Yeah, that's right.
According to scientists, many new forms of life are yet to be discovered.
Really?
Yes. For example, we have information about 10 lakh types of insects, although it is estimated that there are about 1 crore to 3 crore varieties of insects.
Imagine.
1 crore to
Imagine.
3 crore varieties of insects.
Yes, Manav. But this is just about insects. If we talk of fungi, until now there is information about only 4 lakh varieties of fungi. But scientists estimate that there may be about 15 lakh varieties.
Wow, 15 lakh.
That means there is unlimited biodiversity on this earth.
Yes.
Papa, you said today we would be going to an exhibition?
Yes, Manav, we will be going to watch an exhibition related to International Year of Biodiversity.
Oh yes, now I remember. The year 2010 was celebrated as the International Year of Biodiversity.
And so that everyone becomes familiar with biodiversity and can contribute to biodiversity conservation.
Oh, so Papa, that is why this exhibition has been organized, right?
Yes, Manav. This exhibition was organized by Vigyan Prasar to convey the importance of biodiversity to the general public.
So Papa, please let's go for the exhibition now.
Yes.
Please.
Yes, why not? Let's go.
There's such a beautiful poster of animals and plants right at the entrance of the exhibition. See, Mummy?
Manav, come on, let's go inside.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
There are only 30 minutes left for the exhibition to come to a close. Come on.
Let's go.
Wow, look at that. Wow, Papa. These posters defining biodiversity are just so beautiful.
Is that so?
Manav,
Yes, Didi?
one depicting animals and the other showing very colorful flowers.
Okay, children, now come here. Take a look this side. See this poster. This depicts the various types of biodiversities.
Mummy, it says that biodiversity is primarily of three types.
That's right.
The first is genetic biodiversity, where we find differences in two members of the same species.
Yeah. See, Srishti, if we compare any two persons, there may be various types of differences such as height, complexion, hair color, etc.
Yes.
Exactly.
All these qualities of a person depend on the genes that person possesses.
And children, sometimes two persons or two animals or say two trees look exactly the same.
Yeah.
But if we analyze the DNA in their cells, we will find differences.
This means that at the genetic level, variation is due to the variations in the
DNA.
Yes, that is why all living forms on earth are different from each other.
So, there is unity in diversity.
Very right.
If only all humans would understand this truth, there would be so much peace and happiness on this earth.
What a beautiful thought, Srishti. Wonderful.
Mummy, see, this poster talks about species diversity.
Right.
Well, Manav, species diversity means the diversity in species at a particular place. For example, there could be different types of animals in tropical rainforests and temperate forests.
Very well said, Srishti.
Thank you, Papa.
Just like Manav, there are different varieties of rice found at different places.
And another thing, species diversity is important for all communities or ecosystems. If we compare communities at different places, we will find differences at the species level. That is why some places are called biodiversity hotspots.
This poster talks about the third type of diversity, that is ecosystem diversity.
Ecosystem diversity, right.
It shows such beautiful pictures. See, mountains, lakes, deserts, rivers, and grasslands too.
Wow.
Manav, actually, ecosystem diversity refers to the variations in ecosystems where living forms are found, such as mountains, lakes, deserts, rivers, and grasslands. For example, while the cactus is found in deserts, long grasses are found in grasslands.
Yes.
Similarly, in the cold regions, the snow leopard is found and the camel in the deserts.
Papa, this exhibition has helped me gain interesting information about the various types of biodiversity, such as species diversity, genetic diversity, and ecosystem diversity.
Very good. There is a very important part of the exhibition still left. And let's go.
Yes, let's go.
Now look here, this part of the exhibition deals with the importance of biodiversity.
Hey, Mama, look. This is such a beautiful poster that says biodiversity is life.
Isn't it so very true, Srishti?
Yes, Mom.
There can be no life without biodiversity.
Yes.
It indeed has an important place in our lives.
And see, this poster talks about the importance of biodiversity in our food.
Yeah.
Different types of crops like wheat, rice, barley, jowar, arhar, etc. fulfill different requirements in our food.
Yes, Manav. You know what? All this variety in our food and the different types of fruits are all due to biodiversity.
Very right. You know, in agriculture, there are mainly 12 species that are more effective, of which 4 crops, rice, wheat, corn and potato. They produce 50% of the total output.
That means half of it.
Yes?
Yes, Vasudha. Children, we should not forget that it is biodiversity that provides us different types of crops and fruits in different ecosystems. For instance, in our own country, while in the northern part the primary crop is wheat,
Yes.
and in the southern part it is rice. It is only the miracle of the biodiversity that at one time there were almost 50 to 60,000 types of rice in our country.
Can you imagine?
50 to 60,000.
Yes, while some could grow well in places where there was no dearth of water. Others could grow well even in drought conditions.
Drought conditions too.
Yes.
You know, another thing, and you'll find this very interesting. In our country, there are almost 1,000 types of a fruit that you like the most, Manav.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Okay, let's name some of them. These include totapari,
Chausa,
chausa,
The sherry.
the cherry, hapus, langra, kesar, etc. etc. Similarly, there are so many types of brinjals. If you want to make stuffed brinjals, something that you like, Srishti, I always use the longer variety. Okay, and for making bangan ka bharta, which Akash likes, he makes a bharta out of all of us. We have to use the round brinjal.
Okay.
Likewise, there are so many types of green chilies, and you know he makes bharta only by his information and knowledge.
That's true.
So, nature has taken enough care to provide us enough variety in our kitchen. Right, Mummy?
That is why our forefathers worshipped nature, because it fulfills our own requirements.
Papa, see, this poster shows that apart from increasing agricultural output, biodiversity also provides us medicinal plants.
Right.
Yes, Manav, you're right. You know, the dwarf variety of wheat responsible for the Green Revolution was evolved with the help of the wheat variety Norine 10 found in Japan. Similarly, the dwarf varieties of rice were evolved from a variety found in Taiwan called as Digio Uchen.
Okay, now during the early 1970s, when more than 160,000 hectares of rice crop was lost due to grassy stunt disease. This is the name of a disease.
Okay.
Yeah. A wild variety of rice called Oryza nigra found in central India was employed to impart disease resistance to rice varieties. Yeah. And today, about 20 main genes found in wild rice are being used for bringing improvements to rice. You'll be surprised to know all this.
Okay, now I understand how important species diversity is. If there had been only one species of a crop, and if that species had fallen prey to a disease, then that crop would have been completely lost to humankind.
True.
But I'm happy that due to species diversity, this does not happen.
Children, come here. Look
Yeah,
at this
yes,
poster.
Papa.
Yeah.
See this poster. This depicts the importance of ocean biodiversity in the lives of those staying in the coastal areas.
Yes.
The poster clearly shows that the lives of millions of people depend on various types of fishes, crabs, and the like, you know. Fish play an important part in the lives of a big proportion of the human population.
That's right.
This poster shows that apart from different types of food, biodiversity also provides us clothes, for instance plants like cotton.
Yes.
And come here, see, the
yeah.
next poster depicts the importance of products provided to us by trees like shisham, sagwan and bamboo. This shows that biodiversity also plays a big role in providing shelter to millions of people.
Indeed.
That's true.
Look, one poster exclusively deals with the importance of bamboo. It's
Yes.
finding use in so many areas for making houses and bridges, and we even have the bamboo pickle.
And now, Srishti, you know why bamboo is called green gold?
Yes,
Now she
Papa,
knows it.
Now I know it.
And see, this poster depicting the use of timber as a fuel. This is so beautiful, Mummy.
Yes, Manav. Plants like jatropha and karanj can be employed for making biodiesel.
Yes.
So, does this mean that these biodiesel plants will become popular as good sources of fuel in the future?
Yes,
Possible.
Manav. Apart from that, some plants become food for herbivorous animals. So we can say that biodiversity is intimately linked with food, clothing, and shelter.
Papa,
Yes.
this poster depicts the medicinal importance of biodiversity.
Yes. Yes.
It says here that according to estimates, about 30% of the medicines are extracted from tropical plants.
Yes, Manav, yes. You know, in our country, various types of herbs have been used since centuries for curing many diseases.
Yes. This I know. Mummy makes me drink a decoction of tulsi and ginger when I have a cold. And remember last year when I had dengue, juice of papaya leaves gave a lot of comfort.
We remember.
Manav, you know, even in modern medicine, vincristine and vinblastine derived from plants are used in cancer treatment.
Oh,
Rasparin derived from Ravolfia serpentine plant is used for treating blood pressure. Similarly, the gum derived from guggul or
Comifera vitae. I think that's the name.
Comifera vitae. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's used in the treatment of arthritis.
Yeah. And quinine from the Cinchona calacia plant is used in treating malaria. And there are several other such chemicals derived from various plants that are used for treating innumerable diseases. Hey, Manav,
yes.
what are you thinking?
Mummy, I was just thinking if all the medicines could be made of honey,
Oh.
they would be so tasty.
Why not? If wishes were horses.
Look at this now. This poster is so beautiful. Green forests all around.
Srishti, this poster depicts the importance of biodiversity-rich forests. Forest ecosystems are the primary users of carbon dioxide and thus help to maintain the Earth's temperature.
Right.
They primarily give out oxygen and soak up carbon dioxide.
Okay, children, I'll introduce you to another fact now. Biodiversity is also extremely important in the nutrition cycle. Yeah. While on the one hand, it provides nutritive elements, on the other, it also uses up these nutritive elements.
Oh,
The diversity of microorganisms in the soil helps in the decay of dead plant parts and animals. In doing so, it releases nutritive elements back into the soil. These elements are again taken up by the plants, and in this manner, the cycle goes on and on and on.
Right.
Mummy, microorganism biodiversity refers to microorganisms, isn't it?
Yes, Manav. These microorganisms are found everywhere. In air, water, soil. You know, they are very, very small. The head of a pin can accommodate almost... Can you imagine the number? No, you can't. Okay, so I'll tell you. The head of a pin can accommodate almost 20,000 microorganisms.
20,000?
Yes, yes.
Amazing number, isn't it?
Yes.
They play an important role in our life. For instance, for converting milk to curd, what is required?
A bacteria.
Bacteria, right?
Well, Mom, this means that every form of life in nature has its own importance.
Very right, Srishti. Biodiversity lends stability and balance to an ecosystem.
Right.
Hey, look. This poster shows a peculiar web of plants and animals.
Actually, Manav, all living beings are connected together through the food web and so impact each other in some way or the other.
Yes.
Wow, Mummy. The working of nature is so unique.
Yes, Manav. Now see, this poster shows how biodiversity is also important in controlling environmental pollution. Some plants break down pollutants while others absorb them. Catranthus roseus even possesses the ability to break down an extremely dangerous explosive like trinitrotoluene.
Many species of microorganisms have the capability to clean up toxic chemicals also.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, really. Species such as Pseudomonas putida, Arthobacter viscosus, and Citrobacter can even absorb heavy metals from industrial waste.
Papa, in that case, in the future, biodiversity will play a big role in removing heavy metals from soil and water due to the industrial pollution.
Very right, Srishti.
Well, Papa, see, the next poster depicts so beautifully how biodiversity can even be helpful during tsunami and other natural calamities.
Yes, Srishti. In the coastal areas, biodiversity-rich mangrove forests act like armor against natural calamities and thus save the lives of humans and animals along the coasts.
Wow.
And another aspect of it, biodiversity has several social benefits also.
Yes.
You must have heard that nature is the best laboratory for experiments.
Yes.
Mom.
I told you. So you ought to know. Okay, now this poster that you're seeing now tells you how biodiversity is also helpful in research and studies.
Even otherwise, Mummy, biodiversity-rich ecosystems are home to many wild animals. The tribals are totally dependent on forests for their requirements. So, biodiversity is very important for a social identity.
Indeed.
Yes, you are right, Srishti.
And that is why this last poster says that keeping in view the social, cultural and environmental importance of biodiversity, the United Nations declared the year 2010 as the International Year of Biodiversity.
Yeah, really. Biodiversity is a unique gift of nature that plays an important role in preserving life on this earth.
Yes.
That is why it is our responsibility that we preserve biodiversity so that life on earth continues to exist in its entire glory.
And children, it is our collective responsibility and not a single individual's responsibility. So, let us pledge that all stakeholders in this civil society must take an oath that they'll preserve this biodiversity.
Colors of Life. You were listening to the first episode of the Science Serial, jointly produced by All India Radio and Vigyan Prasar, entitled Biodiversity, Unique Gift of Nature. Script and research was by Abhay S.D. Rajput. Concept was by Shri Anuj Sinha and Dr. T.V. Venkateswaran. This episode was directed by Sudarshan Kumar. Recording and dubbing assistant Chandarpal Singh. Assisted by Yagyadat Mishra. And presented by Dr. R.S. Yadav. Participants were Vijay Nagyal, Astha Sharma, Ridhima Bagga and Suchitra Gupta. Friends, please stay with us. Don't go. We must tell you about your participation. You can also associate. We will be asking you a question regarding this episode. If you have heard our program carefully, the answer to the question was there in itself. So take out your pen and write out the question. Our today's question is, which forests are also called the lungs of Earth? I repeat the question, which forests are also called the lungs of Earth? 2 lucky listeners by a lucky draw sending right answers will win attractive gifts by Vigyan Prasar. So do write into us. Our postal address is Science Serial, Colors of Life, care of Station Director, Post Box number 71, All India Radio, Sansad Marg, New Delhi 110001. Please do write or mail us along with the answers, your full name, address, age and profession. If you're associated with any science club, write down with total membership of your club. If you have got any query, question or experience, don't hesitate to write into us. We'll definitely try to answer. Your views on different topics related to science, particularly on biodiversity, for example plants and animals, are always welcome. The best views expressed by listeners will also be given suitable prize by Vigyan Prasar. We will be here again with you in the next episode of the Science Serial, Colors of Life. Same day, same time next week. Till then, goodbye.